coming at you from the KRK kitchen. So today we are going to make those little pumpkin pasties that Ron and Harry ate on the trolley. Since we don't actually know what they tasted like, I figured we could do a sweet version and a savory version. So to do this, you're going to need 1 can of pumpkin, and then you're going to divide that into 2 bowls, like I did here. And then you're also going to want some pie crust. You don't have to be fancy. I'm just using these already made pie crusts to make my life easier. All right, let's talk about ingredients for the savory version. I'm really excited about. So we got the half a can of pumpkin. We're gonna need 1 tablespoon of butter. We're gonna need a 1/4 cup of cheddar cheese. We're gonna need, it's like a half a clove of garlic, but I'm of the school where you always add more garlic. So I did 1 clove of finely minced garlic. And then we're gonna need this spice blend here. So we got some salt, pepper, cayenne pepper to make it a little spicy. I've got some sage and a little bit of onion powder. So again, that's gonna be like a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, or if you like it a little bit spicier, you can add more. We're gonna want a 1/4 teaspoon of ground sage, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of the onion powder. Okay, so that's the savory. And then for the sweet version, you're gonna want a tablespoon of butter, 2 tablespoons of just regular sugar, and then for your spices here, I've got 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of allspice, and then some nutmeg and a little bit of ground clove, just a pinch of those. Whatever you like your pumpkin pies to taste like, that's what you're gonna want to make your spice blend. And you want about 3 teaspoons total of spice to really make it nice. Okay, let's get going. I'm gonna do the sweet version first. So I'm just gonna take my butter, I'm gonna add that to the pumpkin first. You want it to be room temperature butter so it mixes in really easily. This is gonna add like a little richness, you know? I'm just smashing this in. Smash, smash, smash. Okay. Now to this, I'm gonna add the spices and the sugar. Really easy. Unless, of course, you dump it out everywhere. You might want to use a bigger bowl, but I'm trying to use the glass bowls so you guys can really kind of see what's going on. This smells just like pumpkin pie. Depending on how these turn out, I might make even different, like, savory versions. I was thinking maybe making a curry one. That might be nice. You know, pumpkin curry is just so delicious. Okay. So this is pretty well blended. I'm gonna set this aside. Now I'm gonna do the savory version. So again, you're gonna want to start by mixing together your butter and your pumpkin. You just kind of mash that. And you can see I'm trying to kind of clean up as I go too. I probably could have waited a little bit longer making my butter more room temperature, but I'm really excited to eat these. I'm sure olive oil would work too if you're like, have no butter in the house or what have you. Okay. So my butter is mixed. Now I'm gonna add my garlic. I don't know about you, but I love garlic. I really smell that garlic. Okay. I'm gonna add the spices. Try to get all of them. now we're gonna do the cheddar cheese, quarter cup. I freshly grated this. I find that when you use a big block of cheddar or whatever kind of cheese, when a recipe calls for it, you want to do the block, shred it yourself, because the pre-shredded cheese has a cellulose in it usually, which is an anti-binding agent. So that means whenever I go to cook with it, it's not going to melt as well as, let's say, the block of cheese, because it has an ingredient in it to prevent it from binding up. So like when I'm making pizza, doesn't really matter, but when I'm baking with something, I always want to shred the cheese myself. Okay. Oops. Got a little bit out of the bowl. All right. Let's talk pastries. All right. So I have cut these into little circles. I didn't have a pastry cutter, so I just used a measuring cup. You can do the same, or you can use a glass at home. It really does not matter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the savory. I'm going to get a spoon here. I'm going to do about a half a teaspoon in each. You want to put it to one side. See? I'm putting it on one side because I'm going to fold these in half, right? I decided I'm going to have these for dinner tonight. I'm really excited about these. I think these would make a nice little lunch too. I'm going to serve these with some salad at my house. But you know what? You could do whatever you want. It looks like I'm going to have a little bit extra. So I used one package of the pastry, and I did the two half sheet, one for the sweet, one for the savory. It looks like you're going to actually want 2 packages each. A little bit more in this guy. Okay. So, oh, hold on. I'm going to get another fork. Alright, so I got the fork here. I'm going to fold these in half. Pinch them together. Then I'm going to give them a little crimp. I'm going to take my fork. Go like so. So it looks like this. I think you can be pretty with it. I'm going to do the same thing with the sweet versions. And then once I have them all done, I'm going to take my knife, or your parent is, and add 3 little slits. This is to vent them so they don't explode. And then we're also going to do a little egg wash, okay? So to do the egg wash, crack your egg. Mix it up a little bit with a fork. Like so. And then I don't have a pastry brush, so I'm going to just use a glove. And I'm just going to take a little bit with my finger, rub it on top, and this is going to give a nice brown color to my pastries. Alright, so I'm going to get to this, making up all my little treats, and I'll put them in the oven, and when they are done, we will do a little taste test. Hey guys, it's Erin here. So I just pulled my pastries out of the oven. I have a sweet one and a savory one. Let's go ahead and try the savory one. Try this one first. Smells so good, that garlic. Mmm. Wow. It's really tasty. Alright. And then we'll go ahead. You can see like wait until it's like a little brown. I want it to be nice and golden. This one has a lot of cinnamon and spice inside. Ooh. Mmm. Oh, it makes me wish it was fall. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoy your little pumpkin treats. I know I am. Have a nice day.